coffee. What up? We out here looking for some loads this morning. What up? Hey, babe. I'm live right now. What do you got going on today?
Yeah, man.
Nice. We got something for tomorrow. I'm trying to find something for today. Refresh this app. You eat breakfast already? How's it going out there? Good morning. We're out here trying to get some loads. We did a load yesterday. We went up to Bullhead and came back. So there's a couple more loads up here heading that way. I'm just waiting for that rate to go up. Put some bids in. We're gonna see if they hit again. This is coast to coast. Yep. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. We had some offers. We put some counters in. I can't believe it. These same loads I'm taking, yeah, they post them on here for cheap. But am I still doing Amazon right now? I'm not doing it right now, but I'm still gonna do it if I need to do it. It's just something in my arsenal. If it gets too slow, I'll go do some Amazon. Thank you. God bless you too, Angel. Thank you for that. I appreciate it, brother. But yeah, we're looking for some loads. I'm trying to show you guys how we can do some local runs. We're running that 53-foot drive-in trailer with the roll-up doors. A lot of people said, don't get the roll-up doors. You're not going to be able to get any work, or it's going to be slow. To be honest, the only loads I figured out so far that I can't take, which they don't pop up that often, is toilet paper. I can take empty pallets. I didn't mean, but I can't take, because sometimes Pepsi have empty pallets with empty cans on there, but the cans sit up to the roof, so I can't take that stuff. That's the only thing that I ran into so far, just those two. No, I can't take any toilet paper runs, and I can't take any empty bottles. I can take the loaded bottles because of the weight, they don't stack them. But when it's the empty recyclable cans that they're about to fill up the fluids with, they stack those up to the ceiling, and I can't take those. But I haven't had any problem taking any loads. I'm trying to do local. I could do OTR and all that stuff, but for me, right now, the reason I got the trailer is because I wanted more home time with the family and stuff like that, and I wanted to stay more local, no further than 200 or 130 miles out, 130 miles back, trying to be home every night. And I'm just trying to test it out. I'm not the one to sit there and tell you what's not going to work or what's going to work. I'm going to show you if it works or if it doesn't work for me, because what works for me may work for you or it may not work for you. So my wife is putting the dishes away right now, so sorry if I hear the dishes going. But right now we're doing some local. The last month or so we've been doing the local runs, and it's been going good thanks to Pop Tart. She told me, don't give up, make sure you call around, and you gotta put that work in. And she was right. Put that work in, make those connections, and now we're getting in the flow of stuff. Especially when it's coming to the bidding and all that stuff, because some of the stuff on here they listed for so cheap, and by the time I get done bidding with them, I end up getting 3 times as much as what they posted it on there for. So yeah. We'll see. I'm on the iPad, so the messages don't stay up there. What does it say? There you go. Oh, nice. Local convention loads here in Vegas. Yeah, those convention loads pay really good. I've done a couple of those convention loads. They're really good, especially if you can do that. It's a good niche. See, like I said, it all depends on your connections. I heard some people out there, some drivers, you know, they're not talking from experience, but they're like, you're not gonna make a decent living doing local runs and all that stuff. One, it all depends on what's decent living for you, and two, you don't know if you don't have that experience. So right now I'm just, but that's pretty good though. Thanks for sharing that. I have done some convention loads going from here to San Diego, paying really good money. From even here to LA, really good money. So that's pretty good. Right now I'm doing local like produce stuff, water loads, stuff like that, which isn't bad. I think the furthest I've been going out so far is like Bullhead and back. So that's been working out. But I like the straight throughs. When they're not straight through, that gives me more negotiating power, just because like today I was looking at a load, it picks up today but it drops off tomorrow. So they're gonna have my truck for 24 hours. They're gonna have it for, I'm giving them a 14-hour clock plus a 10-hour reset, and they still have to unload the truck. And I have to drive, because I'm going to sending me to a dead zone, so I'm going to have to drive 100 miles to 120 miles just to find another load. So it's basically wasting 2 days if I took it for whatever price that they're negotiating. They're trying to negotiate, I think like $450, $500. They can keep it. I told them $850, which is pretty low. I've taken some that far for 14. So, and it's a holiday coming up, so they're gonna have to move it up to at least, $859. I gave them the $850 mark. They're gonna call me back just because they have some time to move it. It doesn't have to be gone until 12. So I understand they're weighing out their power, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna end up giving me a call back, because usually they always do. Because not a lot of people are familiar with that lane or even going out there, because when you're doing this produce, you're going to like Smith's, you're going to these local stores, and some of those stores are not easy to get into, especially these little towns. There's no truck parking, so you're gonna have to leave, a couple hours before your appointment to get there, unless you're gonna be driving around in circles, or hopefully they'll let you park out in their parking lot. But that's just more negotiation. If it's not a straight through, I'm negotiating a higher rate. If it's a straight through, I'm gonna be more lenient. Loans, when I add up my miles, my cost per mile cost, if it's within that, I'll consider it. But if it's, knowing your cost per mile and your daily rate and all that's the risk, it really helps out a lot. Because if it's not a straight through, and it could be a straight through, but it's not, and I'm giving them a 14-hour clock plus a 10-hour reset, and it's a dead zone, we're not going off hourly rate, because one, I'm gonna have your goods on my trailer for over 24 hours. That's a insurance. Somebody can take something off the truck, rob the truck. My insurance is gonna have to cover that. Most of that stuff that's on the trucks are over 100,000 plus. So that's a big claim that they will make money, but I will be in the hole. My insurance company, I'll have to pay more in insurance in the future and all this other stuff. So just a lot of risk on keeping the goods on the back of your trailer for a long period of time. Well, I'm trying to all of this. I know, because all this clicking and stuff. I'm trying to. That's the only way I can stay focused on what I'm trying to say.
Oh, really?
I know, but you can do it later. Anyways, My wife's telling me to stop moving. Y'all can't see me move, so, but anyways. But yeah, so just know when you know your worth of your truck, it helps out when it comes to negotiation. It lets you know if that's a good load to take or not, and what it's gonna take for you to get that load done, and are you going into the hole? Because sometimes you might think you're getting a good load, getting a good deal, but you didn't calculate some stuff, right? You didn't add in, okay, well, when I get there, I'm gonna have to drive 100 miles. At least try to get half of that, because most of these brokers get fuel surcharge from the carriers, or not the carriers, from the shippers or whoever. Some of that stuff is added into their bid, but and just make sure and don't be so intimidated when you see these rates on here, and especially the 30-day average thing. All that information is coming from brokers. That's the way they communicate with each other. So even like here in Vegas, people are taking stuff for $400-500 going from here to LA, but they have way more into it. The brokers do. So you're leaving a lot on the table. So they're just throwing out there. Some of them will throw the high average out there, or some of them will throw the low average. But there's that average is for them basically. So don't go off their average. Go off your own average, and that helps everybody else out. I know. I heard somebody say something like, do you expect me to park my truck, or if I have a dedicated customer and they're going over here, and you expect me to dead haul all the way back? That's the problem. We have to have unity out here. If you're going somewhere, dropping off. If you don't take the cheap rate, if I don't take the cheap rate, that means they're gonna have to up their rate. The supply and demand will turn in our favor, because they're saying, hey, nobody's taking this cheap rate. They're bobtailing or deadheading, 50 to 100 miles out and picking up something and getting out of there. Or trucks are leaving. These rates suck. We're leaving. If you decide to stay in that area, that means more trucks have left, and the supply and demand has changed for you. So it's best for you not to take the cheap rate just because you think you're getting some fuel money to make it back, so you can keep that customer happy. And in some cases, if you are moving product from one location to another location, and you have a contract to fulfill to get back to, sometimes, if you run it right, if you build relationships to where you're going, there might be a customer there that's hauling something maybe halfway back or back to where you're coming from, so you can build a relationship, by, okay, I'm going here, here's dead, I'm gonna drive 100 miles over here because the market is too crowded here, I'm gonna go over here and take some better freight, which is not hurting the community, because this trucking industry, when you're a carrier, when you have your own authority, this is a community. We always don't communicate with each other in the right way, but at least the saying is, don't take nothing for less than $2 a mile. Don't take nothing less than $2 a mile. That's us echoing to each other. Hey, if you take anything less than $2 a mile, you're leaving bone on the meat. you're leaving meat on the bone. So do not do it. That's just our way of kind of communicating with each other, because we don't have, like the brokers do, the 30-day average. Us as truck carriers use that as well, but that is not meant for us, because we don't turn in those numbers. The brokers are turning in those numbers, which gives them that statistics. Because I've never ever took a load and then went back onto a load board and said, hey, I booked the load for this much. Or most load boards don't know how much you're taking the load for, because it's just the information of the broker's information, how many miles, and if you're paying the load board enough money, they would show you the 30-day. But none of that is for us. That's the brokers communicating with each other for each lane. So let me go read some of these. There we go. Pop Tart, what up, girl? Just yep, you said it so many times and it's working out. The best freight is government loads. I need to give you my email address. Next live, I had an email address, but I'm gonna create a new one, and I'm gonna say it on one of my lives, or I'm gonna put it in the description of my next video. Pop Tart, if you can email me so I can pick your brain a little bit more about the government contracts. 'Cause I would love to do the government contracts. Yep, Pop Tart, you're right. Well, see, she's making some good points down here. Don't use the Raycon. That's right, 'cause it's not meant for us. Don't deal with brokers if you don't have to. I definitely agree. I definitely agree with you, Pop Tart, Gone Trucking. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get with you, Pop Tart. I'm gonna have to give you my email so I can give you my phone number and we can communicate, um, more faster. Waiting next year, maybe haul under my authority. Yeah, was it? I'm gonna call you 504. 504. Definitely. I'm not the one to tell you to how to operate. However you're gonna operate. Get your authority. Don't get your authority. But if you're gonna get your authority, have some cojones and do it. If you're not, if you're gonna get a truck and lease underneath somebody, that's a learning experience. I'm not saying don't do it, but um, there's a lot of information out there. Whatever your heart desires, do it. If you feel like you want to get the authority, run it. I'm not gonna tell you not to do it, and I'm not gonna tell you don't do it. So neither of it's bad. A bad idea. What's up, Angel? Amazon, yeah, Amazon's probably got some good freight right now. Right now is low. Their low board is whack on Amazon. Unless you're doing container loads, it depends on where you're at. If you can haul some container loads, I hear by hearsay, she sakes, I've never done it. Container loads is pretty good if you run it. Take a container load here, bring the load back there. Um, I know some people who are doing that, making a good living. Being home, sleeping in their bed. Wish I could see the chat more. There we go. I'm on my iPad this morning, so it's a little different. So Amazon container loads out here is good, and Amazon contracts, it's where it's at. If you're on that load board, you're gonna have to wait a while. And I've heard they've been doing some tricky stuff on that load board, like they'll book a load with you, and then the next thing you show up to pick it up, and then there's 5 or 6 other trucks there picking up a load, and then they wait for your departure time, which they're gonna cancel it, give you, $150, and then they're gonna repost that load for even cheaper. So they're trying to bring the supply and demand. They're trying to bring more trucks into that area for the load, so it's probably cheaper for them just to draw you guys in, and then get the rate that they want. I don't know. That's just hearsay. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard that that's happened before. All right, babe. We'll see you in a little bit. So I've heard stuff like that, but Amazon contracts, I like the contracts. If they do something like that, you go and the load's not there, you still get that original cost. So if you was taking that load for $800, you get there, the load wasn't there, you still get that money. Let's see here. Let me read some more of these comments. All right, I'm gonna look government load boards. I'm gonna have to Google that or look it up. If you have any suggestions on what type of government load boards to look up, like some names or something, so when I type it into Google, it can lead me in the right way. But I will start with government load boards on Google and see what pops up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is hard to get, but it's worth a try, Oh, you already have your own authority. Just haven't been using it. Oh, your truck is down right now. Okay. You'll get it back up. Are rates still bad? Rates, it depends on where you're at. It looks like it's doing like this. It's getting a little better. I'm not seeing too many $1.80, $1.90 coming out from where I'm coming from Las Vegas. But it's hard. how can I say it? The rate per mile I really don't like using, because like I factor in more than just the rate per mile. Like the rate per mile is a good factor, but I factor in how long it's gonna take me to get there. So how much clock are they running up? Are they using my full 14 hour? How many 14 hours are they running up? Where is it going? Is it dead? Do I have to deadhead out? Do I have to, you know, deadhead all the way back home, or 100 miles or 50 miles? Like all that stuff takes consideration into the rate. But the rates right now, at least in the last couple of weeks or months, have been decent. Even though I've just been doing local stuff, so all the rates I've been getting have been over $3 a mile, and that's after negotiation, because you have to negotiate with them. There is money in there. They're not putting the load boards up there, you know, 60-40 or 50-50. Anything they're putting 40 to 30% of what the load actually is, in my opinion, and then they're making you negotiate for that 40-50 mark, in my opinion. Let's see. Oh, okay. Here we go. I do got. Okay, here we go. Federal government load boards. Bam. All right. Thank you, Pop Tart. Yep, you're right. Amazon does suck. You might make a couple of dollars here and there, but it ain't where it's at. Ooh, I'm about to screenshot that one. Screenshot. Let's see if that works on here. I haven't did a screenshot. Oh, screenshot don't work. Yeah, still there. Let's see. Just gonna have to write it down. So I'm trying to take in this information. I'm trying to take in these gems right now that Pop Tarts are dropping. So excuse me real fast, because I will now remember. Where's my notes? Notes. All right, Pop Tart. All right, Pop Tart. Let's see. Hey, sorry, I just keep disappearing on me. Here we go. Bam. Thanks, Pop Tart. Yeah, I'm gonna try to work that. I have a friend who's military, and he's a trucker, so I'm gonna see if we can do something. Yeah, hey, pressure diamonds, ain't nothing easy. If everything was easy, it wouldn't be enough room to get those good loads, Pop Tart. I understand. Will do. Thanks for that. Will do. That'd be a good one. I'm gonna definitely keep trying to get a toe in first and creep the foot in. Creep the whole foot in, Pop Tart. A little toe to stop the dough, and then try to creep it all the way in there. But yeah, guys, so that's what we're doing this morning. Okay. Definitely. True. They do got the resources to get the job done, I would say. Awesome. That's exciting right there. I love getting exciting information to look into. But yeah, guys, so that's what we're doing. We're doing some local. I like to prove things out. So this week, I'm thinking here in a couple of weeks, I've been doing a lot of local stuff for the last, month or so. And I'm going to try to do some OTR, because I'm going to put it to the test, because I heard somebody out there say, you're not making any money. If, all right, see you, Pop Tart. Appreciate you dropping by. Hey, if you guys haven't watched Pop Tart Going Wild, her channel is pretty cool. Go over there and check it out. Show her some love over there. But so I heard somebody saying, doing local, it's not profitable. You're not gonna make any money, which is all good. I've heard that multiple times before, but like I said, I'm living it. I'm happy with it. My way of living might be different than yours. I'm less stressed. I'm actually losing some gray hairs, making it to basketball and volleyball practice and the games. That's what's most important than the money. I'm not chasing the bread. But I am trying to survive out here and build a nice goose egg. But in trucking, you can't put all your eggs in the trucking basket. The money you get, you're gonna have to resource it out, do what you need to do. But you just can't think you're gonna put the money over here and it's gonna stay there because something can go wrong anyways. But I'm gonna do some OTR. I'm gonna do an OTR run for a week and see if it was worth it being away from home, running OTR. I'm gonna go out there for 7 days. I'm gonna see if it's worth being away from your family for 7 days just to try to chase some money. So I'm gonna see how that goes. Yeah, that's a good one, 504. We're gonna find out. I know Pop Tart. She's out of the chat right now. But I don't know if you have to negotiate the government loads or is the rate is what it is. Um, but let's see, message. What's wrong with her messages? Why can't matter as a moderator? But why? It looked like Pop Tart's trying to talk, but are these old messages that popped up? Don't wanna hide. All right, I don't know. I think she's gone. 504. But I will ask her that. Oh wait. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, cool. I was making sure you wasn't blocked, but I added you as a moderator, um, just so you can control the chat if needed. But 504, I don't know that. Pop Tart would have to answer that question, but I will find out for you if the rates are it is what it is, or do you bid on them? My assuming with the government they take bids. It's like what's that one movie when they're selling the guns for the government? They had to put in bids, and the government took the the lowest bid. So I'm assuming that anything with the government, you're gonna have to bid for the contract like anything else. But I could be wrong because I don't know. I just learned this information. Um, but that's something that I'm gonna try my hardest to find out because I am going to pursue that one. But yeah, so I don't know. I just wanted to jump on here. I'm gonna try to go live every morning, not every morning, but every day for a little bit to talk to you guys to see what's going on. Hey, I understand that one. I, yeah, I understand that one. That's what I'm talking about. I kept the gems right here. It's all good. Put them right in here somewhere. If I had a jacket, here we go. I'm taking that in. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna try to go live every day. It's not always gonna be in the morning. I tried to go live yesterday, but my plans was to go live once I got to the drop off, and then but they were just unloading me so fast and getting me out of there, so I couldn't go live. But I will be back tomorrow, and I'm gonna drop a video sometime later today. And yeah, much love to everybody. 504. Sorry, I'm only saying the last of your name. I don't want to get the whole thing wrong, so I'm gonna call you 504. Thanks for coming, talking to me. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Pop Tart. She came on the chat and dropped some gems today. So if y'all was reading, if y'all got the chance to catch some of them gems, it is what it is. But that's the great thing about this community. We're all just out here trying to help each other as much as we can to keep you rolling. But everybody stay safe out there. Yeah, I appreciate it, Pop Tart. You're awesome. That's all I can say. I don't know the words to express the feelings that I feel right now, but I truly am blessed for the gems. But yeah, guys, I'll catch y'all tomorrow, hopefully, and I'm out. Peace out.